dear friends of the Metaphysical Science channel. If we look at the world as a mirror in which hidden truths dance to the surface, then dreams become tiles of light that reflect in this mirror. Ibn Arabi says in the Conquests of Mecca, the first world and the second world or the spiritual world are connected, and the images and symbols in the world of example are a bridge to understand the truth. What is this that is called universe of example? A world that is placed between our imagination and the reality of the truth and uses the language of images to show the seeker the messages of the heart and inner light. For the seeker, dreams are not a free class that comes to mind every night. They are the training ground of the heart, where simple ideas combine with pure intentions and honest heart states to be translated into the language of action. What is the world of example, and why is it important for the seeker? The world of images. The ideal world speaks in the language of the images of our hearts. The images are neither random nor meaningless. Every dream object, every walk in a dream, every sight of a bird or water, is related to the spiritual world and the inner state of the seeker. The bridge between the outside and the inside. Ibn Arabi says that the inner images of the heart are a bridge between the tangible world and the spiritual world. Dreams can show the seeker where he has deviated from the right path or what need within him needs to be answered. The role of understanding in everyday life. Dream interpretation for the seeker is not only understanding the story of the dream, rather, it is understanding the state of the heart, motivations, and spiritual orientations. A dream can prevent a moral fall or be an inspiration for practical action in everyday life. Examples of dreams and various interpretations for the seeker. In this section, I will present some dream examples and explain how each dream can tell the seeker what is happening in his heart and what action is expected of him. 1. A dream with a suddenly broken bridge. Image. The seeker is crossing a bridge that is suddenly cut off and he has to reach his destination by another way. Interpretation for the seeker. He says that the path of getting closer to God in this period of the process has faced a sudden challenge and he should consider trusting God and learning a new way. This dream asks the seeker to strengthen a flexible perspective and practical trust, and to change direction from a path that he likes to just walk through, to a path that actually works. Practical message. Review. Are you holding back from necessary movement due to fear of change or maintaining an old habit? The dream reminds you that change is a part of the path of the seeker and the connection of the heart with God is manifested in action. 2. A dream of a tree whose branches go to the sky. Image. The seeker is in a garden and sees a tree whose branches reach the sky, and from each branch one can look into the other world. Interpretation for the seeker. This dream shows the feeling of spiritual upliftment and opening. The branches of the tree are a symbol of the degrees of conduct and the inner possibilities for new experiences. If the seeker touches these branches with the eyes of the heart, he can reach a more direct light of truth. Practical message. Think about which branch of your path is longer or newer now. By adhering to the wisdom of the heart, do you allow the divine light to enter your heart through every branch, or do you look for superficial ways that deceive the appearance? 3. Dream of a bird flying out of a cage. Image. A bird is in a cage and suddenly it is released and goes to the sky. Interpretation for the seeker. It is a symbol of inner freedom from the bondage of the world or the habits of the soul. This dream says that your inner self can pass through the constraints of the world and reach the inner horizons of truth. Practical message. Confront any approach that hinders the growth of the heart. Are you not going towards the freedom of the soul because of the fear of letting go of habits? The dream reminds you that the seeker must move towards the freedom of the heart and the divine presence in the moment. 4. A dream of water moving in the heart of the dry desert. Image. The seeker's body is thirsty and in the heart of the desert he sees water flowing slowly. Interpretation for the seeker. It is a symbol of spiritual opening and satisfying the thirst for knowledge. Water in a dream can be a reminder of the divine blessings that are given to the seeker in moments of lack of appearance to find new courage. Practical message. Do you have a spiritual thirst in your daily life that you are looking for an answer to? The dream wants to show you that with trust and correct interpretation of your inner situation, you can benefit from divine blessings and overcome your inner thirst with the power of a connected heart. 5. A dream of a quiet fire that burns in the mercy of the heart. Image. A fire that is not flaming is like red and molten coal. It does not burn, but it burns quietly in the heart and gives light instead of harming. Interpretation for the seeker. The extinguished fire in this dream indicates inner transformation. This fire, unlike angry or fierce fires, burns inner impurities and shines the light of truth from the heart. The extinguishing of the flame means the control of the soul and the guidance of mercy. Instead of destruction, fire leads to cleansing and purification of the heart. In this image, the seeker's inner self leads to sincerity and divine presence and shows that the way you conduct yourself at this stage needs calmness, trust, and acceptance of your faults more than anything else. From the point of view of Ibn Arabi and the interpretation of Makkiyya as conquests, every fire that lights up inside, when it turns into light, passes the level of superficial heat and approaches the truth of the heart. Therefore, this dream tells the seeker that the inner warmth of love and the light of mercy can illuminate and purify the place of the soul. Practical message. Instead of looking for excitement or superficial actions, look at the inner refining process. What impurities do you have in your heart that need to be burned so that the divine light shines more in your heart? Instead of resisting internal changes, move with acceptance and trust and let the light of mercy become the companion of your heart. Remember that the seeker's behavior at this stage goes through the extinguishing of the fire of the soul and the lighting of the light of the heart. Suggested exercises to strengthen pure and brighter dreams. 1. Breathe slowly every night for 3 to 5 minutes and imagine an image of red, molten coal, without a flame, in the center of your chest. Instead of smoke or heat, let a gentle light shine into the heart and illuminate the heart. 2. Every day for a quarter of an hour while breathing, say a short phrase to yourself, Allah Omadni Anuru Ya Rahman, means, God, guide me, you who are light and you are merciful. To strengthen your trust in God's mercy. 3. After waking up, quickly open a notebook to record your dreams and write down every detail that comes to your mind so that the images and feelings remain clear and can be followed in future interpretations. 4. During the day, pay attention to any divine presence in your heart. If you feel that introspection brings you back to old pains, remember the burning coal of your heart and take advantage of that light by being present in the moment. Based on what Ibn Arabi says, the world of ideals makes images a bridge between the exterior and the interior, and the light of truth, when it shines in the interior of a person, moves from the heart to the exterior. In this regard, the silent fire of the heart is a symbol that brings the light of mercy to the level of existence by refining the inner being and leads the seeker to the real presence in the field of love and truth. Therefore, this dream reminds the seeker that lighting the inner light is associated with extinguishing the fire of inner lusts and impurities, and the result is reaching the mercy of the heart and guidance on the path of guidance. 5. Hidden Mirror Ritual. Before going to sleep, in a quiet and dark place, close your eyes and take deep breaths. Then, in the center of your forehead, visualize an image of an old, dusty mirror. With each exhalation, remove dust and turbidity from this mirror, until the mirror becomes completely clear and polished. Then, in this inner mirror, see the face of your true self without any mask or judgment. This practice opens a gateway to the unconscious and allows more authentic images to emerge in dreams. This secret has been used for centuries among seekers to see Vajala in themselves. 6. The breath of the guardian of the gates. At sunset, sit in a quiet place and keep your eyes half open. Breathe slowly and imagine that each breath opens and closes a gate of your being. With each inhale, draw on the divine light and awareness, and with each exhale, remove any anxiety and veil from yourself. This practice turns the ego into the guardian of the gates of the ideal world and prepares it to receive pure dream messages. This is one of the secrets of the science of letters that turns the soul into a channel for revelations. 7. The silent word at midnight. At the height of midnight silence, when the world falls asleep, wake up and sit in a space lit only by the light of a small candle. Without uttering a word, in your heart, talk to the presence of truth. Whatever you have in your heart, every question and every desire, present to him in the form of silent words. This silent conversation activates the hidden networks of the universe and brings answers to the seeker in the form of lucid dreams. This method is called secret prayers that only a few parents knew about. 8. The seed of intention in the soil of the heart. Before going to sleep, plant your heart's intention in the form of a seed in the soil of your heart to receive an original and path-breaking dream. This seed can be a specific question, a request for guidance, or even a vague feeling. Then, with all your heart, leave this seed to God's mercy and be sure that it will bear its fruit at the right time. This practice transforms the dream from a random phenomenon into a purposeful revelation. This is the secret of esoteric agriculture that true seekers use to harvest spiritual crops. The importance of dream interpretation in the eyes of Ibn Arabi. Ibn Arabi clearly states in The Conquests of Mecca that dreams are not just mental games, but windows to unseen and spiritual truths. He believes that the world of example is a world where abstract meanings are manifested in the form of tangible forms, and dreams are one of the most important ways for the seeker to access this world. Ibn Arabi says, "Know that a dream is one of the parts of prophecy, and whatever a person sees in a dream is the word of the Most High with him in the form of an example, and what he sees in waking life is the word of the Most High with him in a manifest form. Therefore, whoever interprets the dream as good, he will know the truth of the words of the Almighty and benefit from it. And the seeker has no choice but to interpret his dreams, because in them, there are hints about the way of conduct, authorities and his condition, and it is possible that there is a warning against a mistake or a good news for receiving." This statement of Ibn Arabi clearly shows that he considers dreams not only as a tool to understand the inner state of the seeker, but also as the direct word of God to guide him on the winding path. The correct interpretation of the dream is the key to unlocking many mental and spiritual problems of the seeker and helps him to reach his goal. In the end, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to receive the teachings of the great mystics, please make your requests in the comments section. Until the next video, I wish each of you happiness and peace. And I entrust you, dear ones, to God's loving and loving hands. Be happy and smiling in the shelter of the merciful God. God bless you.